We won New Hampshire 3 times now. Three. We win it every time. We win the primary. We win the generals. We've won it, and it's a very, very special place to me.
I want to congratulate Donald Trump on his victory tonight. He earned it, and I want to acknowledge that. I'm a fighter. And I'm scrappy. And now we're the last one standing next to Donald Trump.
Former President Donald Trump winning the first in the nation New Hampshire primary, becoming the first Republican to win in both Iowa and New Hampshire, again beating out Nikki Haley.
Yeah, but Haley says she's not backing down and looks to pull off an upset in her home state of South Carolina next month.
Let's bring in Kate Monroe, California congressional candidate and USMC veteran. Aaron Perini, is a Republican strategist. Aaron, always great to see you. Kate, thank you so much for coming on. We do appreciate that. Yeah. Aaron, can I start with you on this? Last night's results, the big headline, I think, and you can say what you've got from it too, but the big one here is Nikki Haley coming out and saying she's not stopping, and it appears that she may go on for several months. She may hang in there to Super Tuesday. What does that do for the Republican Party in general when you see clearly here Trump continues to pull out the majority and win states, now in 2 very important states? Aaron.
If you were Nikki Haley right now in the primary process coming out of New Hampshire, if the votes stay where they are at this point, Donald Trump gets 12 delegates, Nikki Haley gets 10 delegates. So for her case here, she should absolutely keep going forward because this is a longer fight outside of New Hampshire. For her, South Carolina is going to be tough. She's not polling well there overall, and she right now is probably the most momentum Nikki Haley is going to have in the primary process. A solid showing in New Hampshire. So she has an entire month because she's not competing in Nevada through their caucus process. Now she's gotten over a month to try and shore people up, to keep momentum going, to show that she's got donors and support and things are moving in her direction before she gets to South Carolina. In totality for the Republican Party, to Nikki's point that she's made, this primary process goes on. Now, will she make it all the way to South Carolina? Only time will tell on that, but people are already putting money and ads behind her right now in South Carolina to boost her there. So we'll see.
Yeah, you got to have the donor support to keep going on. But again, she's got a long way to go to get to 1,215. And that's the lucky number, Kate, to get that GOP nomination. You think she stays in the race?
Whether she stays in the race or not isn't indicative of whether she should or not. I mean, if you really look at what made up who voted for her and who voted for Trump, he was able to secure 3/4 of all the Republican votes there. She ended up getting 6 out of 10 of the independents. So she's not resonating well with the Republican base. And if you're not resonating well with the Republican base, especially when you enter into a state like South Carolina, you are definitely not going to beat Trump. I mean, I think at some point she has to understand that the American people doesn't want your brand of republicanism.
All right. Got to leave it right there. Ladies, thanks so much for coming on. Kate Monroe and Aaron Perini. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Still to come for the first